bands ready for Panorama 2026, and reunited is the rift over. Good evening, I am Natalia Nancy Montrisha. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for December 9th, 2025. Now to our top story. The IDA has been on the campaign trail for months, steadily building momentum ahead of the upcoming political season. Now, the party is gearing up for a major reveal as it prepares to announce its full slate of representatives this Friday at its head office in Scarborough. Here are the details.
With IDA representatives campaigning for months and communities directly selecting their candidates they want to carry their voices, the party enters the upcoming elections with strengthened grassroots support. IDA political leader Dr. Denise Soyafat Angus noted this people-driven approach has boosted confidence across its rank and it appears to contest the polls with renewed momentum.
The candidates have been on the ground campaigning, those that have been announced and those who have not been announced. They are on the ground already. Those who were in the first batch were on the ground a couple months now, working with people on the ground, and they have been going extremely well because of how we chose our candidates. The people in communities chose their candidate, and when people choose their candidates, they're willing to work with them.
Angus noted that Tobagonians are exhausted by the constant back and forth of the current administration and have not forgotten the 21 years under the PNM. She said the island is ready for renewed change and the IDA stands prepared to deliver that transformation for the people.
So, and also, like I said, the bacchanal that is happening and the 21-year fatigue with the PNM, that people are not ready to go back to the PNM. I think all of those factors are proving very well for the IDA. Also, the fact that people keep reminding me that I am the most experienced politician on the island. And when an island is in crisis, which we are right now, we need experienced hands.
Angus says the message from the ground is clear. Tobagonians want stability, accountability, and a fresh direction. With its community-driven candidates and renewed momentum, the IDA believes it is positioned to meet that call and chart a new path forward for the island. The IDA is set to release its full candidate list on Friday. This is Alia Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
A Tobago steel bands takes center stage this week as a National Panorama 2026 small conventional band preliminaries get underway across the island. Pan Tobago has scheduled judging in the panyards and communities for December 10th and 11th, with 4 bands competing each evening at 7 o'clock. Wednesday night's lineup includes Tiantec New East Side Dimension, Alpha Pan Pioneers, All Boys Steel Orchestra, and Uptown Fascinators. Thursday features West Side Symphony, Crown Cordians, Tobago Panthers, and Plymouth Bethesda Steel Sensation. Small conventional bands semi-finals are scheduled for December 12th at Victoria Square, Port of Spain, with finals on January 10th at Skinner Park, San Fernando. Pan Tobago President Beverly Ramsey Moore faces challenges this season after the National Gas Company withdrew sponsorship from 3 bands and Pan Tobago itself, prompting appeals for private sector support. Political leader Watson Duke ended months of silence with the dramatic announcement. But even more striking is the relative silence that has emerged from the TPP, who is currently on the campaign trail. Reporter Jewel Green George has more.
Assemblyman Duke's shocking declaration of PDP's Spartan support came yesterday at a press conference in front of the party's Scarborough headquarters. Flanked by PDP Deputy Political Leader, AFTA's President Curtis Douglas, and the party chairman Dr. Sean Ned, Duke stated that the PDP is backing his former political nemesis, TPP political leader, Chief Secretary Farley Augustine, in the January 12th THA elections, dismissing the animosity of the past with 2 words: family business.
I want to make it absolutely clear to you that Fally and Watson Duke, we are one. Have always been one.
Already one. Anyone knows that?
We may have gotten our own disagreements, call each other names. He called me name, I call him back name. That's family business. That's family business, right? That's family business. But at the end of the day, Tobago is our interest. And we will be supporting him in this elections.
The TPP camp has offered no immediate or official reaction, even as they held a political meeting in Bethel Newgrange on that same evening to present candidate Darren Henry. Given the potential significance of the reconciliation between the 2 leaders, whose 2022 split fractured the party that won 14 of 15 seats in 2021, this was all the TPP political leader had to say.
It did not start with anybody on Team PPP. It did not even start with my good friend again, I guess brother again. He says me daddy too. It didn't even start with Mr. Watson Duke.
The PDP leader wasted no time attacking the PNM's Tobago First campaign, branding it as a losing slogan.
Because the PNM must understand, for 21 years, they put Tobago second. And now the outer power, they want to tell us put Tobago first. What all of us doing for 21 years? We don't want all back there now. Stay out. We must give them a crushing defeat.
THA Minority Leader Kelvin Morris, however, questioned the timing of this reunification to Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessa's recent Tobago visit and the motivation behind Duke's change of heart after the Prime Minister publicly acknowledged Duke's request for a job.
We simply have to ask Mr. Duke what has changed in the last couple of weeks where we've seen a about turn in his posture. Of course, it comes curiously very close to the Prime Minister coming to Tobago, and Mr. Duke himself, we will recall, indicating publicly and confirming that he did ask the Prime Minister for a job.
While no formal treaty has been signed, the question on everyone's mind is, does this unification change the vote on January 12th? But for now, the unified TPP-PDP goal is 15 Love. Jewel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
Next, DNA re-enters political arena with full slate for THA election. More in this when we return.
Tobago, the sun is rising, and so are the conversations that matter, from the economy to education, from healthcare to community voices. No spin, no fluff, just facts, truth, and clarity. Join me, Lavian, as we cover the issues that shape our lives, the stories we can't ignore. We bring them to the table and ask the questions you want answered.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas!
What's on your Christmas wish list? And can you do it with $75,000 at 0.75%? Bethel Credit Union is making your Christmas wishes come true with our 75 in 25 Christmas loan sale. Get up to $75,000 in loans at a special 0.75% interest rate as we celebrate 75 years of service, strength, and community. So, whether it's home upgrades, holiday travel, or treating the ones you love, we've got you covered. Bethel Credit Union, we see you and we're here for you.
Tobago! The countdown has started for the hottest ticket ever, the Queen's Royal College 3-car raffle.
I want a piece of pork. I want a piece of pork from the Christmas.
First prize is a luxurious, fully loaded royal ride, Ford Ranger. Draw date Saturday, December 20th at the school. Tickets only $100. All proceeds for the further uplifting of the school. Tickets available from islandetickets.com. Stumpy's Emporium Canaan, Cad Supermarket Lowlands, Terry Brown Supermarket Mount Pleasant, Pablo Supermarket Argyle, Miles Almondo's and Company Limited Scarborough, Yachts Marketing, TV Mart Bon Accord, Cost Cutters, Sharon Bookstores Lowlands, Police Police Credit Union, Caribbean Jewelers Lowlands, Jade Monkey Bar, Milford Road, Crown Point.
Don't be lucky and coward. Get your tickets now.
Final purchase date this Tuesday, December 16th. Queens Royal College Christmas 3-car raffle.
Better watch out. You better not cry. Better not fight. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Hey, he's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
Why? Hear the thing, Scarborough Mount Grace. Scarborough Mount Grace.
Scarborough, Mount Grace. Join the TPP family on Wednesday, 10th December, 6 p.m. at Ramaba Harmony Hall Junction. Come hear your area representative, Trevor James, a tireless community advocate and innovative leader. Joining him, the Honorable Chief Secretary, Fali Chavez Augustine. Come hear the voices shaping Tobago's future. Wednesday, 10th December, 6 p.m. at Ramaba Harmony Hall Junction. Tobago People's Party, anchored in truth, rising with you.
Trevor time, yes it's a Trevor time. A man will be long plan him always forward in time. Call the all boss man for the people him shine. Trevor James this time him got to cross the finish line.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. The Democratic National Assembly, or DNA, a political party established in 2006, is officially stepping back into the political spotlight. After years of limited activity, the party is gearing up for a major return as it prepares to contest the upcoming TH elections on January 12th, signaling a renewed push to re-engage Tobagonians and reassert its presence in the island's political landscape. Here are the details.
The Democratic National Assembly, DNA, established in 2006 and a contender in the 2007 general election, has remained grounded and active over the years. The party has now announced its full return to the political arena and will contest all 15 seats in the upcoming THA elections, scheduled to be held on January 12, 2026.
We continue to be in active politics from that time until now. And you know that in politics, timing and strategy are always important. So fast forward to today, the election has been called. It's constitutionally due on January 12, 2026. And the DNA is here to participate in this THA election.
The DNA is preparing to contest all 15 seats in the upcoming THA elections, with the House now dissolved and the country operating without assemblymen. The real race begins on nomination day, December 19th, when candidates officially step into the political spotlight.
The assembly has been dissolved, so there are no assemblymen there.
Right.
All the seats are vacant. Nomination day, as far as I'm concerned, is December 19th. And that's when the real race starts. You know, you do all the preparation for a race, and you can't start the race until the starting pistol goes up. Otherwise, it's a false start and you get disqualified.
One of the DNA's proposal is to transition Tobago into a federation-style structure, allowing the island to become a full state. DNA political leader Colin Coker noted that he has already held discussions on this vision with Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar.
So if there is already a commitment that says, hey, I'm committed to the liberation of Tobago through a federation, and I will support not just Colin Coker as the person, but the DNA and the DNA's policies. Because if you were to get a chance to look through the Constitution, look through the manifesto, which I have here, you would understand that these are some of the things that we have actually put forward. For example, our three main national goals is to ensure that we create a federal constitution And so we'll become the Federal Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
In essence, the DNA's return signals a renewed push for deeper autonomy and a bold re-imaging of Tobago's future. With its full slate of candidates and its vision for statehood already part of national conversations, the party is positioning itself as a serious contender in the upcoming THA elections. This is Aliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Windward Islands Airways International announces its first ever service to Trinidad and Tobago. The regional carrier will launch twice-weekly flights between St. Martin and Port of Spain starting February 1st, 2026. Operating Wednesdays and Sundays, flights will depart St. Martin at 10:30 a.m. and return from Port of Spain at 1:30 p.m., pending approval from Trinidad's Civil Aviation Authority. This marks a strategic expansion for Winair, which has operated Caribbean inter-island routes since 1971. The new connection transforms Port of Spain into a gateway for 7 additional Caribbean destinations, including Antigua, St. Kitts, Tortola, St. Bartholomew, Sabah, St. Eustatius, and Nevis. Introductory fares start at $99 one way, excluding taxes. The service addresses growing demand for intra-Caribbean travel, particularly as tourism rebounds across the region. For Trinidad, this represents the first scheduled service to St. Martin, potentially boosting both business and leisure travel between the southern and northern Caribbean markets. Local cable TV subscribers set to be the biggest losers this Christmas as they may lose access to shows like Law & Order, NCIS, The Voice, The Young and the Restless, and many more this month as the heightened intellectual property or IP environment is now directly impacting Trinidad and Tobago's cable TV providers. Here is more.
Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, TAT, issued a final public advisory on December 1st, mandating that local cable providers like Trico, Green Dot, DIGICEL, AMPLIA, and Flow acquire the necessary intellectual property IP rights to carry popular U.S. free-to-air channels starting with the December 30th deadline for Fox. This mandate is set to impact over 200,000 subscription customers nationwide based on recent TAT data. Subscribers may lose access to their favorites like Law & Order, NCIS, The Voice, The Young and the Restless, and many more this month. This move is driven by TNT's adherence to international obligations, particularly those related to the Copyright Act, Chapter 8280, which grants exclusive broadcasting rights to creators. While the local mandate stems from a national drive to comply with trade agreements and domestic law, TNT is a signatory to major treaties overseen by the United Nations World Intellectual Property Organization WIPO, providing the international context for TAT's stringent action. Providers face channel removal if rights for Fox, NBC, ABC, and CBS are not secured by phased deadlines extending to late 2026. Viewers are urged to contact their specific provider for immediate clarification on their channel's future. The countdown is now just 22 days from the start of significant service changes. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
The Airports Authority of Trinidad and Tobago donated more than $200,000 to the Children's Life Fund Authority during Sunday's rededication of the Couva Children's Hospital, which also featured a Gift of Life Christmas concert hosted by B-Mobile. The Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation, Senator Eliza Kerr, presented Prime Minister Prasad Bisesa with the $200,002 $900 check as award-winning Trinidad and Tobago artist Destra serenaded attendees with a popular Christmas ballad, Give Love on Christmas Day. The Children's Life Fund, established in 2010, has already approved over 235 cases for children needing life-saving treatment abroad. The hospital, originally commissioned in 2015 with 230 beds, was closely short closed shortly after and remained shuttered for nearly a decade. Since reopening, 86 surgeries have been completed and 16 children have received specialized pediatric care locally since December 1st, addressing waiting lists exceeding 11,000 cases. You're watching the Tobago Updates television news. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news when we return.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
Why? Hear the thing, Scarborough, Mount Grace. Scarborough, Mount Grace.
Scarborough, Mount Grace. Join the TPP family on Wednesday, 10th December, 6 p.m. at Ramaba Harmony Hall Junction. Come hear your area representative, Trevor James, a tireless community advocate and innovative leader. Joining him, the Honorable Chief Secretary, Fali Chavez Augustine. Come hear the voices shaping Tobago's future. Wednesday, 10th December, 6 p.m. at Ramaba Harmony Hall Junction. Tobago People's Party, anchored in truth, rising with you.
Trevor time, just it a Trevor time. A man we belong plan him always forward in time. Call the all boss man for the people him shine. Trevor James this time him got to cross the finish line.
That was a paid political advertisement.
Deltec Distributors Christmas Specials is here. Choose from our festive meat packages at unbeatable prices, perfect for your holiday feast. Hurry, limited packages. Order now. Package 1, $4.99. 11 pounds of leg Thai chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey, 1 picnic ham, 1 pear jacks. Package 2, $4.99. 11 pounds leg Thai chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey cubes, 1 chicken ham, 1 pear jacks. Package 3, $600. 11 pounds leg Thai chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey wings, 1 whole turkey, 1 pear jack. Package 4, $535. 11 pounds leg Thai chicken, 5 pounds pork, 5 pounds turkey wings, 3 pounds fish ham, 1 pear jacks for $359-5040 or $237-0102. Delivery available for just $20. Deltec Distributors, Main Road, Argyle, Tobago.
Tobago, the sun is rising, and so are the conversations that matter, from the economy to education, from healthcare to community voices. No spin, no fluff, just facts, truth, and clarity. Join me, Lavian, as we cover the issues that shape our lives, the stories we can't ignore. We bring them to the table and ask the questions you want answered.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
What's on your Christmas wish list? And can you do it with $75,000 at 0.75%? Bethel Credit Union is making your Christmas wishes come true with our 75 in 25 Christmas loan sale. Get up to $75,000 in loans at a special 0.75% interest rate as we celebrate 75 years of service, strength, and community. So, whether it's home upgrades, holiday travel, or treating the ones you love, we've got you covered. Bethel Credit Union, we see you and we're here for you.
Welcome back. The sun was just setting over Plymouth when political leader of the Tobago PNM, Ansel Dennis, and Plymouth BlackRock candidate Karen Forbes stepped onto the streets not as distant figures of a campaign, but as familiar faces eager to listen, signaling a renewed focus on grassroots connection and community engagement. More in this report from Martina Renales Salazar.
In a one-on-one conversation with Tobago Updates, political leader Ansel Dennis highlighted the importance of connecting directly with residents of Plymouth. He described the initiative as an opportunity to carry the campaign's message to various communities and strengthen ties with constituents across the area.
Well, it's an opportunity for the party, the candidate in particular, Ms. Karen Forbes and myself as leader to touch base with this community of Plymouth. Following the walkabout, we're going to be having 3 spot meetings starting at Woodland Lane, then Glen Road, and then we close off at Signal Hill. So it's an opportunity to carry the message of this campaign to various communities.
Candidate Karen Forbes noted that while specific details are being held back for now, one issue that has emerged strongly is unemployment. She emphasized that the party is committed to creating more opportunities not only for young people but for citizens across all age groups.
Some of the things that we decide to discuss is definitely some of the concerns from the community members. And then we can share some of our plans going forward. Well, I don't want to give out too much just yet because, you don't want anybody to run with your ideas, but definitely a great cry is unemployment. And we want to be able to create more opportunities going forward for youth and for not only for youth, but for everybody.
The Plymouth walkabouts and spot meetings underscore the People's National Movement's commitment to grassroots engagement. As the campaign continues through Golden Lane, Glen Road, and Signal Hill, the PNM sends a clear message. They are ready to deliver solutions, empower communities, and lead Tobago towards a stronger future. Martina Renales Salazar reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
MP Stuart Young has accused the UNC government of deliberately silencing him during debate on the Finance Bill 2025. Young claims he was prevented from contributing despite signaling his intention to speak. In a post on Facebook, he said the opposition had formally notified the leader of government business that additional speakers wish to join the debate. However, Young alleges the member of Couva South instructed the finance minister to close the discussion, denying him the opportunity to address the House. He described the move as an attempt to undermine democratic norms and restrict free speech, including that of opposition MPs. Young insists he was blocked from speaking on behalf of his constituents and the wider public, but expressed confidence that accountability will prevail, declaring, quote, "Time is longer than twine, and every unfair game is played over," end quote. On the campaign trail yesterday in Plymouth, political leader Ansel Dennis did not hold back. In pointed remarks, he described recent shifts in the political landscape as politics of convenience, questioning the sudden change of position by Watson after previously accusing the Chief Secretary of betrayal and corruption. More in this report from Martina Renales Salazar.
In sharp remarks during the campaign trail, political leader Ansel Dennis described recent shifts in the political landscape as politics of convenience. He pointed to Watson's past criticisms of the Chief Secretary, accusing him of betrayal and corruption, and questioned the sudden change in position.
Well, obviously it's politics of convenience. Watson had some of the worst things to say about this Chief Secretary very recently. And I don't think he was lying at all when he said that the Chief Secretary betrayed the people of Tobago and that the Chief Secretary is corrupt and all of that. So to come now and change his position, it's really about political convenience and perhaps survival on his part. But hey, it's a democracy. People are free to choose and free to change their minds and free to flip-flop if they wish. At the end of the day, we remain focused, and we intend to prioritize the interests of Tobagonians.
When asked whether the alliance of PDP supporters with TPP could place the PNM at a disadvantage, political leader Ansel Dennis dismissed any notion of concern.
Not at all. In this election, we intend to mobilize our base and energize our base and get them out in full support of the PNM. And it is my view that our campaign will also attract the swing voters, the undecideds, because we are coming with a positive campaign of hope. We're not going to go down the line of hatred as our counterparts in the TPP. I saw the Chief Secretary referring to Tobagonians as children of Satan. As far as we are concerned in the PNM, we are all children of God.
Framing the campaign as one rooted in faith and principle, Dennis underscored that while opponents resort to diverse dialogue, the PNM stands firm in its belief that we are all children of God. With that conviction, the party insists it remains focused on prioritizing the interests of Tobagonians and leading the island towards a stronger, more united future. Martina Renales-Salazar reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Murder charges were discharged by the High Court yesterday after the state declined to present any evidence during a sufficiency hearing. Nicholas Davis from Susulans, Tobago, and Antonio McKechnie from Laventille were charged in 2019 with the murders of Tobago residents John Mills, 69, and Yulin John, 61, whose bodies were found at their Buko home on May 2, 2019. The accused were arrested in 2022. Throughout the legal proceedings, the state received multiple extensions to submit its evidence, eventually filing over 50 statements. Prosecutors also sought permission for a witness to give oral testimony after refusing to affirm her statement. Defense counsel objected to documents served past court deadlines, arguing insufficient time to review them and opposing further extensions. The court allowed only timely submissions. At the hearing, the state chose not to present any evidence. With nothing to support the allegations, Master Sukaraj Goswami discharged Davis and McKechnie. More news and the weather report when we return.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Trinidad and Tobago! Santa Claus is coming to Charon's at Lowlands Mall to stock up on all the goodies for good boys and girls. I'm checking my list, and Charon's has everything I need. Christmas decorations, curtains, toys, and so much more. And the best part? The best prices in town. So hurry down, folks. Visit Charon's today, before the shelves are empty. Ho, ho, ho! Charon's at Lowlands Mall, where Christmas shopping starts.
Tobago, the sun is rising, and so are the conversations that matter, from the economy to education, from healthcare to community voices. No spin, no fluff, just facts, truth, and clarity. Join me, Lavian, as we cover the issues that shape our lives, the stories we can't ignore. We bring them to the table and ask the questions you want answered.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
Why? Hear the thing Scarborough Mount Grace.
Scarborough, Mount Grace. Join the TPP family on Wednesday, 10th December, 6 p.m. at Ramaba Harmony Hall Junction. Come hear your area representative, Trevor James, a tireless community advocate and innovative leader. Joining him, the Honorable Chief Secretary, Fali Chavez Augustine. Come hear the voices shaping Tobago's future. Wednesday, 10th December, 6 p.m. at Ramaba Harmony Hall Junction. Tobago People's Party, anchored in truth, rising with you.
Trevor time, yes it a Trevor time. A man we belong plan him always forward in time. Call the all boss man for the people him shine. Trevor James this time him got to cross the finish line.
That was a paid political advertisement.
Welcome back. Energy Minister Ernesto Casar, along with senior officials of the Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries, met with executives of Touchstone Exploration at the International Waterfront Complex in Port of Spain. The delegation included Touchstone's president and CEO, Paul Bay, director Dr. Priya Maraj, and exploration manager Xavier Munan. In an official media release, the government provided updates on its ongoing operations and future plans, highlighting progress since first production from the Ottawa block and reaffirming its commitment to responsible development and long-term investment. Minister Casar commended Touchstone for its contribution to the sector and reiterated government's pledge to maintain open dialogue with industry stakeholders, ensuring a supportive environment for innovation and investment. Both parties underscored their shared commitment to sustainable development of Trinidad and Tobago's onshore resources and processing facilities, with a focus on enhancing value through continued exploration and production. Every day, we bring you closer to the issues that matter most. In many countries, including Trinidad and Tobago, young people make up a significant portion of the population. Their participation in voting can dramatically shift results if mobilized. For our social media poll today, we asked, Watson Duke just endorsed Farley Augustine after their bitter 2022 split. Does this reunification influence your vote on January 12th? 24% voted yes, this changes everything. 76% voted no. My mind is already made up. Remember, your voice counts too. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and join the conversation by voting in our daily polls. Now for a look at the weather update from the Trinidad and Tobago Met Office. Tonight, we can expect partly cloudy skies with occasional showers over a few areas. There is also a low 30% chance of the odd heavy shower of thunderstorm, favoring southern areas of Trinidad. The night will be generally fair and cool before mid-morning. Minimum temperatures tonight are expected to drop to 24 degrees Celsius at Piaco and 26 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Tomorrow, conditions will be generally sunny and breezy, while the day will be mostly settled. A few partly cloudy spells and showers are likely, mainly before mid-morning. The heat index remains a factor, registering at 34 degrees Celsius at Piaco and 33 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Seas are moderate, with waves reaching up to 2.5 meters in open waters. In sheltered areas, waves are around 1 meter, but may be occasionally higher and choppy at times. For those watching the tides, in Port of Spain, high tides are at 8:42 a.m. and 8:24 p.m., with low tides at 2:09 a.m. and 2:21 p.m. In Scarborough, high tides are at 8:31 a.m. and 8:16 p.m., with low tides at 1:57 a.m. and 2:18 p.m. Sunrise is at 6:13 and sunset at 5:44. And that brings us to the end of our newscast. Here's a recap of the headlines before we go. IDA poised to deliver change. Tobago steel bands ready for Panorama 2026. And reunited. Is the rift over? I am Natalia Nancis Montrishard. Thank you so much for joining us and do have a great night.